Well, hey there. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right and settling into your new normal. A lot of you guys are homeschooling for the first time. A lot of you guys are working from home for the first time. And so I'm hoping you guys are settling into your new normal, figuring out where you're working, figuring out where you're doing school, all that kind of stuff. Even right now, my kids are on a Zoom math class right now. But I just wanted to share this thought with you from 2 Kings chapter 6. I've been reading that, and it's been really speaking to me in this time. And so wanted to read a couple of verses with you real quick. It says this in chapter 6, verses 1 through 5. It says, "One day the guild of prophets came to Elijah and said, 'You can see that this place where we're living under your leadership is getting cramped. His leadership is growing, his influence, people are coming to learn from him, and they're running out of space to live. We have no elbow room. Give us permission to go down to the Jordan where each of us will get some logs. We've built room or build a roomier place.' Elijah said, 'Go ahead.' One of them then said, 'Please come along with us.' He said, 'Certainly, I'll go.' He went with them. They came to the Jordan and started chopping down trees. As one of them was felling a timber, his axe head flew off and went into the river. 'Oh no, master,' he cried out. It was borrowed.'" And I don't know about you, but this idea that meant 2020 for me, and I know for a lot of us, it felt like the beginning there, like we were running out of room. Things were getting cramped. A lot of people I've talked with were in capital campaigns, doing deferred maintenance on their buildings. We just purchased a home because we were running out of room. We needed more room for our kids who were getting bigger. I needed an office to work at it because I was working from home, and we just need more room. And a lot of you guys too. Like I said, capital campaigns, extra offerings. I mean, we just felt like we were running out of room, needed more room, needed to expand, and maybe you're probably just like everyone else, right? Like we felt like everything was going great, and then all of a sudden it felt like with one swing the axe head flew off, right? And all of a sudden it was like our eyes got big, and I know for me my eyes got real big. It's like, oh no, like this was borrowed, and I got a little worried. I know a lot of people have gotten worried, and what are we going to do? But I want to continue to read this story because it goes on, and in verse 6 it says, "The holy man said, 'Where did it sink?' The man of God said, 'Where did it sink?' And they showed him the place, and Elijah chops down a branch and he throws it into the water. And this is what I want to encourage us with is this. And this is what's encouraging to me. It says, he cut down a branch and he tossed it to the spot, and the axe head floated up to the top. And God provided a miracle. This guy lost what was important to him, what he had borrowed, that expansion, that growth, that faith that he had to build even more. He'd lost the axe head, and the axe head floated up to the top. But in verse 7, this is where I've been really digging in and asking the Lord for wisdom on in this. And I would just ask that you continue to ask the Lord for more wisdom in this area too. It says this, verse 7 says, "Grab it." He said, "The man reached out and took it." And the Lord, I think, is saying to me, I think he's saying to all of us, is reach out and grab it. Right? God's provided that axe head to float up. He's provided that miracle, but he also wants to co-labor with us. He wants us to reach out. And so I think the Lord's been asking me, man, what is my reaching out? What is my co-laboring with him? He's going to provide the miracle. He's going to provide whatever that miracle is for you. But we also need to be wise. We need to co-labor with him. Maybe it's using that technology that you've been waiting to do. Maybe it's maybe just continuing to have faith for this next season. But just what is it that he's asking you to co-labor with him in? What is that new idea, that new invention, that new creative element, that creative way of thinking, out of the box thinking, to co-labor with him, to reach out and to grab it, right? God's going to raise it up, but we've got to co-labor with him and to partner with him in this next season. And I know for me, this has been encouraging to me because I've felt like, oh man, the axe head is borrowed. The thing I borrowed is lost. But God's going to raise it to the top. But I've got to reach out and borrow, or I've got to reach out and partner with Him. So I'm asking the Lord for new ways, new ideas to partner with Him in this next season. Hopefully that's encouraging to you. Have a great day.